Hello everybody, Remedy X here, and today I'm going to be going over the 5 anime that I like the least dash get more praise than I think they should. This first one is definitely more of the, it gets more praise than it should. The other ones kind of fall into the latter where I just don't like them, and a lot of people do. In fact, so these might be some of the most popular anime out there. And I'm just not a big fan of them. So I'm gonna upset a lot of people today, and that's okay. Stay tuned. I'll make it up to you. Sorry if one of your favorite anime is on this list, but yeah, this is 5 anime that I'm not a big fan of. And we're starting off with Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer gets a lot of praise as like one of the best all-time anime. I want you guys to actually take a second and look at the plot of it. Just look at the general story, right? It's kind of mid. I'm sorry. Now, I will say it does make up for it a lot in animation. Animation, like this right here, look at it, is gorgeous. All right. But some of the best animation, if not the best animation I have ever seen. But its story doesn't match. Its story is kind of mid. It doesn't hook you, you know? It does at the start, and then it just has like this trough. And it spikes up. And it troughs hard. And yeah. So I've actually seen all the anime that's out, right? I believe the story in manga is actually concluded. Maybe. I could be wrong on that. I don't read it. I've seen everything that is out, though, in the anime form. Or animation, I guess, style. Whatever you want to call it. It's just not there. Like, people have this ranked super high. Like, I'll pull up here. My anime list has it ranked as 7th most popular anime. So when it comes to people ranking things on my anime list, it kind of gets an average of everyone, and it has it at 7. It's way too high. Its animation's a 10, but its story is like a 6, maybe. Yeah, in my opinion. If you love it, I'm sorry. Isn't for me. It just couldn't hook me. And it's a couple things. The characters are just too extreme. Like, all their personality, and that might be a common theme on today's stuff. They're just very extreme characters, you know, like Zenitsu. The way that he goes from a complete, like, terrified buffoon to going unconscious to being a badass, it's just too over the top, right? And then the story doesn't really hook you. Not me. And the characters aren't helping. So for me, this was a pass. I did watch it. So it's above a mid tier for me because I think its story's a mid, its animation is gorgeous, and it does carry it over the point of being a mid anime. But if its story was worse, a little bit, it would be considered mid in my book. But this one gets just too much praise for how good I think it actually is. And that's just my opinion. So we're going to move on. Number 2, Death Note. So Death Note. What can I say about Death Note? This anime starts off fantastic. Easily top 10 anime, right? On my list. Now this anime is kind of opposite of Demon Slayer. This one can hook you, and it really can just pull you through it and like make you binge it. It has interesting characters which aren't too extreme, where they're no longer you can no longer connect with them. This anime is wrong in the opposite, like differently than Demon Slayer. So it is the first half of it is amazing. And for those who've seen it, they know what happens about halfway through the anime. And I'm not alone in this opinion. I know many people who dislike it. So, spoiler 3, 2, 1. L dies, your main antagonist to your main character. The replacement is just not even close to a comparison. He was such a good and well done character that they replaced him with 2 characters and they failed. And the end of it felt very cheaty, and that, oh, I knew that you knew that I knew this, so I did this, and it's just like, what? It's not hard to understand, but it's just like, that's bullshit. No. So this is on here probably purely because this anime could have been gold. And for a lot of people it is. But it lost me. And it lost a lot of people. On my anime list, not mine, but the website, this is number 2 most popular rated anime. If it wasn't for that second half, I could agree. Number 1, yeah. With it, no. Like this honestly could have been number 1 if it followed through, but it didn't. It just fell on me, and yeah. All right. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, it had so much going for it, and then it fell. Kind of like the Sword Art Online, which is an honorable mention for this list. Sword Art Online, fantastic first half of the first season, not even the full first season. And then every time they go back to Elfheim is garbage. But then it picks back up, and then it's garbage. And then it picks back up, and then it's garbage. So, yeah, there's that. All right, number 3. Angel Beats. So super popular when it first came out. I don't hear much about it anymore. I believe it's actually still on like top 10 for my anime list website. It's up there still. Music's really good. I just couldn't get into this one. I don't know why. There's nothing glaringly wrong with it other than its slow-paced start. I got a little past halfway through it, and then I just, I don't care about this. I'm not spending more time on it. I tried. I honestly gave this one an honest shot. And it's not even like, it's like a slice of life-ish style anime, and I've seen a plenty of slice of life anime, right? And I like a lot of them. I do like slice of life anime, but this one just couldn't hit the marks for me. I don't know. It's just general premise is weird, and yeah. They're dead, but they're not in the afterlife. They're fighting an angel to not, yeah, I don't know. That's not too much spoil. That's all right from the first episode, I believe. Yeah, they're dead, but they're not in the afterlife. They're trying to fight an angel to try to get their life back or something like that. And the angel's basically invulnerable, so they shoot him and stuff and doesn't do anything. So, yeah. And that's all right from the first episode, so no spoilers. I mean, kind of spoilers, but yeah. I don't know. I just couldn't do this one. And I feel bad for it because I want to, but I just can't. It couldn't take me along for the ride, you know? Now these next 2, I'm not sorry for. The first 3 get a little bit of a pass by me for some reason or another. Whether it's beautiful animation with mid-story or great story halfway and then falls off a cliff, or just overall not bad, but just couldn't carry me through, you know? Couldn't pull me across the finish line. These next two, I have no shame in disliking at all. So this one's gonna upset people. We're talking Attack on Titan. What can I say about Attack on Titan? I felt a lot of its story points were pretty obvious. And these were supposed to be complex maneuvers, and like, yeah. It was really supposed to be suspenseful, and it wasn't. Now, I did go into the first season with minor spoilers. Like, I knew Eren was a Titan, so I knew he didn't die in the Battle of Trask, whatever you call it. So yeah, like, it just, its animation is fine. Its animation isn't Demon Slayer's animation, right? Its overall story is kind of not good. I just didn't like it. Like, D tier story, if we're gonna put it into that. Like, I don't know, maybe a 3, 2, 3 is kind of high. 3 out of 5 is kind of high. So out of 10, it would be like maybe probably a 3. 3 out of 10, I would say, would be pretty realistic for its story in my book. Did not like it. Just, yeah, I don't know. I've seen gory anime. That's not the problem. I've seen Blood Sea, and I've seen a lot of anime, and this one is regarded, according to my anime list, number 1. Yeah, number 1. And I feel a lot of this anime got a lot of people into anime. And I can respect that fact, because Code Geass is my favorite anime, and it's what got me into anime. But this anime doesn't deserve it. It just wasn't there. So yeah, a lot of the anime that I'm actually talking about are on this list. Attack on Titan, Death Note, Sword Art Online, which was an honorable mention for being really bad. Demon Slayer. I thought Angel Beats was on here somewhere, but maybe not. Oh, there it is. 28. Which is respectable, but yeah. So yeah. There's that one. I don't know. There's not a lot I can say other than I thought it was really bad. It wants to be suspenseful, but when you already have a good idea of what's going on and what's going to happen, it's not, and it's just not good. Like, they're trying to keep certain Titans in the dark, right? So you don't know who's what Titan. I didn't have a hard time putting any of it together. I don't know if that's a me problem, if I just figured it out, but I kind of went, yep, I've seen that coming. Yep, seen that coming. Who would have thought? You know? So, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. And then the politics weren't great either. It tries to be like a politics show, kind of, but it's not. It should stick to its action. Its action is probably better. It's much better than its politics, in my opinion. So, all right. Number 1. Definitely my least favorite anime. We're talking One Piece. You might have seen this one coming. One Piece is way too much of a commitment for any payoff. A little bit of spoiler. Ace dies, and if you don't know that, well, I'm sorry, but Luffy's brother. It takes hundreds of episodes for this to happen. There's like nothing to it. He's building a crew for the first few hundred episodes. I want to say it's like 400 episodes in, something like that. That's the first meaningful part of the story. everything up to then has just been, oh, building my crew. Oh, a little background on my crew. Oh, building my crew. Like, hundreds of episodes of this. I can't do it. I think I gave it like 150 episodes, roughly. I gave it a good shot. I could not do it. Maybe it was like 120. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while. Yeah, I could not watch One Piece. It's trying to be lighthearted and fun and have like no serious tone to it for the first many episodes, right? And I get that. That's not for me. um I get now. I see some things on shorts now and I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. Like Luffy now has gear 5 and um I think that's the correct terminology. And it looks really cool. And the animation is nice and the fights look kind of cool. But I'm now watching hundreds of episodes. I want to say they're over 1,000 episodes now on One Piece. I'm not doing that. I don't hate myself that much. I would rather go do the dishes. Like, same with Attack on Titan. Like, I'd rather go do whatever meaningful, medial labor. Like, mow the lawn, do dishes, do laundry, whatever. It's more just doing those things would be more interesting to me than watching these last two shows, especially. So I'm sorry if one of your favorite animes or many of these are your favorite animes. I don't like them. They are in order from most liked to most disliked. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's really like decent anime that gets too much praise, anime that could have deserved all its praise but doesn't because of it, middle ground that I don't like and a lot of people do, dislike, and then extremely dislike. So I don't know. You let me know. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Is there something I'm missing in these animes? Should I rewatch Angel Beats? Maybe. I might have to rewatch it. Maybe I won't dislike it so much if I give it another shot. I don't know. All I know is I gonna do it. So yeah. Yeah. Let me know if you want to see my favorite anime. Something like that. Give me a like if you like this. Subscribe maybe. If you dislike it and you hit the dislike button, you know what? I get that. I'm really hating on some really popular anime here. I hope that we can be adults about this, and I would rather have conversations of why you like an anime and I'm wrong than just, oh, you're so stupid, you know? So, this was Remedy X with all things nerdy.